Hello, friends. Today we're taking a look at Visa, ticker symbol V. Analysts are thinking that this company has another 7%, about 7% in the upside, at possibly a target price of $275. In the past 5 days, it has grown about a percent. In the last month, about almost 7%. Year to date, 22.5%. And in the last 5 years, an amazing 90% plus of growth. This company is an amazing company. I do want to give you the disclaimer that I own Visa. I am not a financial advisor. I am just doing this for educational purposes. I will encourage you to do your own research and do not consider my opinions for investment. I would love, on the other hand, to hear your opinions on this video, whether you agree or disagree with this. What are the bull cases or bear cases that you have on Visa, and yeah, any comments that you can, any feedback that you can give me. They pay a $2.08 dividend, and that will be about a 0.8% at the moment of this recording. They reported earnings back in October 24th. They beat on EPS, whether it's GAAP or adjusted, and also they beat on revenue. And this company is a company that is an amazing company. Most of us know who Visa is, and Visa is what they do is they process all of the transactions that go through their network, and for that they charge a small fee, and that's where they generate their revenue. If you look at the revenue the last 5 years, it has grown an amazing 8.9%. And in the last 10 years, almost a 12%. This is per year. This is CAGR, which is very nice growth. When it comes to earnings, they have been growing for the last 5 years, about a 9.2. And in the last 10 years, at 14.3% CAGR year over year. The profit margins average in the last 5 years is 51%. This means, my friends, that for every $100 that they sell, they keep for net income $51.07. That is amazing. When it comes to free cash flow, this is even crazier. They have been growing their free cash flow for almost 12% in the last 5 years and 10.2% in the last 10. And for every $100 that they make in revenue, they keep $60.24 in free cash flow. That is amazing. When it comes to book value, the book value has been growing slowly, but at 2.3% and at 3.5%. The last 5-year average return on equity is 35%, which is above my minimal 15% that I look for. A lot of you guys have been asking me why 15% is because 15%, if something grows at 15%, it doubles every 5 years. So return of asset, I normally look for a 5%, and this is at 17%. Visa has an amazing return to asset, and return on invested equity, return on invested capital is 23.6%. Dividend has been growing great. This is the reason why Visa is beloved by the dividend investors. In the past 10 years, it has been growing at 16.2% CAGR. This is compounded. And in the last 5 years at 12.5%. 4% average every year. This is an amazing company. When it comes to debt, they have been growing their debt. I don't have the 10 years because it doesn't calculate with the zero, but it has been growing not super fast, but it has been growing. But the cool thing about it is that they could pay all of their long-term debt in about a year and maybe a month with the average free cash flow that they make. So I normally like to see this ratio under 5. So they're a very solvent, very good financial position, Visa is. When it comes to shares, they have been buying back an average in the past 10 years of 1.76% of their outstanding shares in the last, this is yearly, and then in the last 5 years, 1.5. So they're very consistent on those. Whenever you look at all the different revenue, the growth rates in the last 5 years, they are really, really good. Analysts are looking at the next 5-year growth to be somewhere around 14%. So what I'm going to be looking at is somewhere around 9.5 to 10, but I'll be explaining a little bit more. The historical multiple valuations, this is going to be different from what I normally do with other videos. The reason is because they grow so fast and that a lot of people are willing, they have such a great moat that people are willing to pay more for these companies. And because of that, the first 5 years of the last 10 years, I don't know if that the multiple, it was way too low. And in the last 5 years, multiple have expanded when it comes to what people are willing to pay for this amazing company. So I'm using more the medium of the last 5 years instead of the 10 years that I normally use. So you may notice that difference. If we were to put all of these multiples together, we're looking at a fair price somewhere between $212 to $260. Now remember, this is the average multiple. So there's the fair value, which means that sometimes Visa, it's going to be sold on a premium. So it doesn't mean that it's only going to get up to this price. It's what is fair. It's kind of the middle. When it comes to payback time, this is a valuation based on Field Town's payback time valuation, and we're looking at a fair value of an average of $267 to $344. When it comes to a discounted earning valuation, using a 14% rate of growth and then discounted it back, we're looking at somewhere between 200 and 253. When it comes to owner earnings, because of the type of company, I am not going to be using this because they don't have a lot of capital expenses, and there's other issues with trying to use this valuation on a company like Visa. But if you wanted to see the prices of what it will be somewhere around $120 to $145. And if you can buy it at those prices, man, just fill it up. So when it comes to a fair value, I've done this with other valuation videos. I'm not going to use the average because the average is going to be way too low on whenever you have a company that is growing like this, like when you see that it's just growing and growing, the average is always going to be behind. So I personally, when I'm looking at Visa, and because of their moat, I am not going to be looking at the 5-year or at the average. I am going to be looking at the trailing 12 months. And based on the trailing 12 months, but I'll leave it there if you want to see it, we're looking at probably a fair price of $271. That's the fair price. Now, the cool thing about companies like Visa, because of their great moat that they have, um, they normally tend to be overpriced. So, and this is a company that you need to constantly be, after every quarterly report, you gotta be running one of these valuations, so that you because so that you don't get behind. Um, so if we were to apply a 20%, which I think is still very high for Visa, we would be looking at an entry point of somewhere around $217. But I think what I did was a 10%, and I was able to buy it at $241, I believe, and this past month, and somewhere around here, 241, 242. So that is the price that I personally will be looking at if it will be coming down. So, but if you're a little bit of a chart plotter, I think that it might be going down. If it goes down again, it will be somewhere around 245, 240 something. So anyway, that is some of the comments, my opinions. I may be wrong with this. I'm probably wrong, but I just wanted to let you know what I think. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and put your comments in the description below. Thank you very much, and I will see you next video.